Hey everyone, I'm Lena, also known as Lena Neureuther on YouTube and on Instagram. And first of all, thank you so much, Chef AJ, for having me today. It's such an honor for me to be on your show because I think you are doing such a great work. You are inspiring so many people to do the raw vegan or plant-based lifestyle, and that's just amazing. So thank you so much for having me today. And I'm going to share a recipe from my new ebook today. So my new ebook is in the raw vegan bundle and it's called Next Level Pasta Recipes. So I created a ton of healthy raw vegan pasta recipes for you guys. And today we are making the Lemony ribbon sage noodles. So all we need is zucchinis for the noodles. I already prepared all my ingredients here, so I can show you what you will need. We need 2 zucchinis or even more if you are really hungry, but for me 2 zucchinis will do the job. Then we need 1 more zucchini, a half of a zucchini for the dressing. And then for the dressing we also need hemp seeds. So I have 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds here. Then we need 1 big metulate. Then we need approximately a handful of fresh sage. Then we will need a juice of 1 lemon and also the zest from 1 lemon. So I already prepared everything here. And we need nutmeg, just a pinch, and pepper. So these are the ingredients for the sauce. It's pretty simple. The recipe is not complicated at all. I usually don't do so much complicated recipes because I think the simpler the recipe is, the easier it is to digest. And I don't know, I just don't like to be in the kitchen for hours and hours and preparing things and creating things is fun, I know, but on a daily basis I pretty much stick to recipes that are really easy to make, and this is one of them. So I'm excited and we can start, I think. We start by peeling the zucchini. I don't use the green peel in this case because I want my noodles to be white so that it looks really like ribbon noodles. And there's a little story behind the ribbon noodles because in Germany we call them Bandnudeln. And my grandma used to make them pretty much all the time we visited her, and so it's kind of a childhood memory for me, and I really wanted to create a healthy version. So there we go. And first of all I peel them, and then we just use, as I told you, the white part. And that's pretty much it for the noodles. So as I said, it's such an easy recipe, but still so delicious and kind of special because I also do something special to create a sauce. I will show you in a second. And yeah, so this is really nice recipe. Also, if you are really busy and you have to work, busy schedule, whatever, this recipe is really nice because you can also prepare it the night before and then you can let it soak, and the sauce will even be more creamy the next day combined with the noodles, and that's an amazing recipe for meal prep. So yeah. Okay, now I'm not going to use a regular vegetable peeler for spaghettis because we want the noodles to be really thick like ribbon noodles. So I still use this peeler. It's just a cheap peeler, potato peeler or vegetable peeler, I don't know how it's called. And we just keep peeling. So we have these really thick strips and they are still so thin, but yeah, just the perfect size for ribbon noodles, I guess. And then I will fill the whole bowl with these noodles. And then we already have our noodle base and we only have to blend the ingredients for the dressing afterwards. And today I thought I would use my NutriBullet for the dressing because the Vitamix sometimes it's too big, you know. So for smaller amounts it comes in handy. So I use the NutriBullet blender for sauces like this where I don't have so much volume because sometimes it's difficult for the Vitamix to handle smaller amounts. I'm sure you experienced this before as well. But if you don't have a NutriBullet, or you can literally use any blender you have, or just a stick blender would do the job as well. So yeah, don't freak out about fancy equipment. You don't need a vacuum blender. You don't need anything, literally. It's all about simplicity for me. So the simpler recipe is, the more exciting it is for me. And I also think we cannot improve on nature. So the more we try to change things and try to add things, it's in the end not really always the best. So yeah, we stick to the simple things. And zucchini are definitely simple and quick to prepare and delicious, and they are creamy. And that's why I also put them in my dressings, because they really add a nice texture and a certain creaminess without adding too much fats. And I know we are all about the low fat thing here. So yeah. Then the second zucchini. And as I told you, you can really prepare lots of zucchinis for several people, or if you want to serve it, if you have people come over, it's really nice to prepare a dish like this the night before, and then it's ready and you can serve it. So I love meals like this, and if you are really busy in your daily life, I often do this actually. I prepare the dish and then I just put it into a Tupperware or in a container or in a bowl, and I just store it in my fridge, and then I have it ready for me for the next day. And often it's the case that leftovers taste better, if you know what I'm talking about. When I was a child, I used to love leftovers. So for example, pizza or pasta recipes, when they were cold the next day, I don't know what it is about, but sometimes it tastes just better than when you eat it fresh. So I don't know about you, but that's my opinion, because the sauce can really soak in, and then it's all even more creamy and delicious. And that's what it's all about. It has to be delicious, otherwise you're not going to eat it, right? So, okay, I think that's enough for me today. So you can see we have all the nice rubber noodles here. They look already amazing. I could eat it like this. So yummy. And then for the sauce, I'm also going to peel the zucchini, because yeah, I just want the sauce to be white and creamy and nice looking, and not necessarily green in this case. Yeah, but if you don't mind to have a green sauce, you can totally use the peel. Or I just thought that it's maybe also nice to use yellow squash instead of zucchini. So I don't know, in Germany we call them just yellow zucchini. So we have the same thing, just in yellow. I don't know if it's available everywhere in the world, but I'm sure you can find something similar. And now for the sauce, I put in the zucchini first. Just cut it into pieces, and then we add the hemp seeds, 3 tablespoons. Then we add the lemon juice. It's the juice of 1 whole lemon. And now, what is really special about this sauce is that I put in the lemon zest as well. So I use the lemon zest from half a lemon, and we keep something for the topping. So don't use everything for the sauce. Maybe, yeah, just save a little bit. And then we put in the matchel date, and it's so important to remove the pit, of course. By now everyone should know this, because you don't want to ruin your blender. Okay, and then we have, for the spices, I really keep it simple. I just use nutmeg, and I love nutmeg. I really love it. So be generous if you like it too. And then we use pepper, just a pinch. Shouldn't be too spicy in my opinion, but you can go crazy with the pepper. And then for the sage, we keep it because I figured out when I blend the sage into the sauce and mix it all until it's smooth, it becomes really bitter somehow. So what I do is I just blend the sauce first, and then in the end I just put in the fresh sage and I just pulse it again, so it's not completely smooth, but that it's combined with the sauce and there are still some chunks in there. And yeah, I found that's a better option to prepare this sauce, to prevent it from becoming bitter. And in some cases, I don't know if we need to add more water, maybe we'll see if it works. Otherwise you have to add a little bit of water to this sauce, and then it should be quite creamy. Let's blend. Okay, should be enough. Okay, let's see. It smells already so lemony and fresh. I think it's also the perfect recipe for spring because the lemon and the sage, it's just so refreshing in my opinion. And the zucchini noodles are anyway so light and it's so yummy for spring, perfect. And you could also replace the herbs, so maybe you could add dill, would be also nice with lemon, the combination is great. So I'm going to use sage today, just to stick to the recipe. And like I told you, I just put it in and then we blend it just for a few seconds once again, so it's really nice and not bitter in the end. And then again, keep some leaves for the topping because we want the recipe to be nice looking and yeah, festive for our raw vegan bundle festival here. Okay, and you see I didn't add any water, so it works out. It works out without adding water. Okay, and now we blend again, but just a few seconds. Okay, that should be enough. Now the fun part, we are going to add the sauce to the noodles, which is always my favorite part because it smells so good. Oh gosh, that's so yummy. Okay, I need to grab a spoon really quick. Oh yes. So I'm excited for my lunch today because this is going to be my lunch. And I will have fruit first because I always start my lunch with fruits, and then I have a savory meal. And this is it today. And I'm excited. And I hope you will try it too because it's so yummy and so quick and so easy. And yeah, not really much more to say about this recipe. It's just amazing. So just spoon it out, everything. And then I'm going to mix it. And honestly, I'm going to use my hands because I really like to massage in the sauce into the noodles, so my hands are clean, trust me. Yeah, I like to do this because the noodles can really soak in the sauce much better if you really massage it. It's kind of the same like with kale salad or other really little bit more harder lettuce varieties. So if you really massage in the dressing, I also do this with iceberg lettuce sometimes, and it gets really soft and creamy, really delicious. So, okay, obviously I have to wash my hand. Okay, and now let me show you from a better view. This is the pasta. It looks amazing in my opinion. And now, so that we can really have a nice dish, we are going to transfer it to a plate and then we decorate it. Oh yes, that's quite a big portion size. And it's so satisfying as well. I really love this dish. Oh, the smell. If you could smell it right now, so good. Okay. Okay, this is my wonderful pasta for today. And now I'm going to decorate it with some fresh sage. And again, you could go crazy here. You could use dill. I figured out dill is really nice on this dish as well. Of course, basil, parsley would work. Fresh thyme is amazing as well. Lately I love fresh herbs. Also in my salads, if you put fresh herbs, it makes such a difference. It's so nice, the flavor, and yeah. I would highly recommend to use more fresh herbs in your meals. Even in smoothies. Sometimes I put parsley in my smoothies and it makes such a difference. First of all, I was a little bit afraid to put herbs in my smoothie, but for example, mint is also so great. Oh, and it would work with this recipe as well, because it's also so refreshing, and for spring, mint is lovely. Or wild garlic, that's another option. So in Germany, we have here in the forest, it literally grows everywhere, so we can just pick it. It's pretty easy. And yeah, it's also common to make wild garlic butter. Obviously, I'm not going to make butter, but for such pasta dishes or any raw vegan salads or something like this, wild garlic would also work great. So, but today we have sage, and I'm going to use up the leftover lemon zest. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the color with green and yellow is also nice. And what I like to do is I put just a little bit of pepper on top. It makes a nice flavor on top. And a little bit of nutmeg. And here again, you could also add some paprika powder or even curry powder would work well. Or what else? We could add some turmeric powder would also be great. Yeah. Okay, and that's my wonderful pasta dish. Let me show you from another perspective. So here we have the pasta. It looks so yummy. It's so creamy without really much fat. So we have only 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, and the dressing is so yummy and so creamy. And the noodles are so thick and satisfying, and the sage, such a nice flavor. So that's it. That's my recipe for today. So that's my recipe for today. I really hope you liked it, and I really hope you try it out, because it's just awesome. And in my ebook I have tons of other pasta recipes and also topping recipes. I think I have more than 30 bonus recipes in there. For example, toppings for pasta and yeah, sauces, dressings, and all different kind of stuff you can imagine you could put on your pasta. And you can really choose another pasta recipe every day, and you can eat pasta every day now, and you can still be healthy. And that's such a great thing, in my opinion. So I'm really grateful for this lifestyle and for the opportunities we have nowadays. And we can literally create everything in raw vegan version. So we don't have to eat animals, animal parts, animal products. We don't have to eat wheat. We don't have to eat all of this. We just can stick to fruits and vegetables and feel really, really satiated and happy. Yeah, that's it for today. Again, thank you so much, Chef AJ, for having me, and I hope we can do this again one day. It's fun. I like to prepare recipes with you on your channel, and yeah, I hope your audience liked it, and I will see you hopefully soon. Bye guys, thank you.